Remains Youth Month, however. Later this month, the third Green Youth Indaba will be held at the Innovation Hub in Pretoria. Young people and green industry experts, government and private sector officials are coming together to discuss pressing environmental issues as well as green opportunities. The conference organisers say it will bring together more than 350 exceptional young people who are involved in projects to better the environment. To discuss, we're joined by one of the organisers, Sanele Zulu. Great to have you with us in studio, Sanele.
Thank you so much for having me.
So in a country with 27% unemployment right now, and that's a conservative estimate. Is this a viable alternative? Are there really job opportunities out there in green industries?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, and it's part of what we are trying to canvas for, to say young people must look at other opportunities, and the green economy is basically the future economy. And if we look at the green economy itself, most of the time it's discussed at a high level, COP17 executive level, but for us is to say, how do we then get young people involved in discussing these issues that are pressing towards the green economy? So we're saying to young people, get involved, be informed, and we're trying to educate them as well.
And you also look at ideas. There will be the Green Innovators pitch. Tell me about some of the ideas that are out there and what you're expecting.
The Green Innovators pitch is something that's quite exciting for us, and when we introduced it, it was because many of us had tried businesses within the green economy and failed. But then we realized that, you know what, all we needed was mentorship, all we needed was experts to advise us. And then we introduced it about 2 years ago. Then we said, you know what, let's partner up with the likes of your Innovation Hub, whom are able to advise these young people. And it's been interesting because some of the ideas that we're getting this year is one of the young people who makes bricks out of paper, you know, and that's quite exciting for us because we're saying to young people, whether you're in university, whether you're in high school, whether you're in a rural community, really, try and think of solutions within your environment to say, how do I save the planet? While saving the planet, how do I make money out of that? So we're really trying to get young people to come on board.
Is something like that viable? Because we're looking for all these different alternative materials.
Yeah, and the reason why we're bringing stakeholders is because we must get a buying, or rather, government must have a buy-in to say, we will support young people. So therefore, we're bringing ministers, you know, not to talk at young people, but to talk with young people to say, what is the department? What are the different departments? What can they do to assist these young people? Because you'll find that young people have got great ideas, but they're not supported by different departments. So we bring these departments, we bring sitters on board to say, how can we upskill these young people? Because some of them have got great ideas, but they just don't have the necessary skills to run their businesses and to make their ideas a reality.
Well, for someone like me, it's all a bit foggy. There are all these sitters, all these different departments pledging support for young people, for different parts of the economy. How much support is out there if you're a young person with a great idea that will help the environment as well?
I think the truth of the matter is that government cannot do everything. So part of what we then try and advise young people to say is that let's not just wait for government, you know, let's try and do things, let government find us doing something, you know, but truth of the matter is that there is some form of support. Young people need to be informed, and part of what we do is we go to...
Do they not know about it? That I've heard is a problem.
Yeah, some of them are not exposed to the information because some of the young people, all they lack is just exposure to information. So part of what we then do is to go to rural communities to expose this information to young people. Some of them don't even know that there's a SETA that exists that specifically speaks to water and energy. You know, they don't know that. So our job then is to create such platforms to give these young people an opportunity to say, learn, educate yourself, and engage with these partners.
2 years ago, there was a winner. There was a winning pitch, a winning idea. Explain that and what happened to that entrepreneur.
So the entrepreneur basically that wins every year is they get to be incubated at the Innovation Hub. So we've got something that we call the aftercare program. The aftercare program then basically speaks to how do we develop the entrepreneur going further. So the Innovation Hub then gives them an office, they give them training, mentorship, and also we've partnered up with SABC. SABC then does the training as well beyond that. So even the entrepreneur that won in 2014, they still have the Innovation Hub. They're growing their business, and their business is growing every year.
And what is that business? I love to hear the actual examples because I think that sparks people's imagination.
Exactly. So one of the guys actually came up with a water solution, and his name is Paseka. Came up with a water solution to say, how do I save water in the water tub? To say he came up with a valve then that you can put into the water tub. So instead of the water dripping, then this valve saves the water. You know, we've got another guy who won last year who came up with bicycle sharing sharing idea to say, instead of us using cars, how do we then come up with sustainable solutions of eco-mobility, to say, let's share bicycles. You tap into a bicycle, you move to the next bicycle, and then the people start sharing bicycles. The other one shared an idea of how to save water in a shower. So, sometimes your shower is leaking, but you don't pick it up because you're just obsessed with your showering. Yes. So this guy says, if your shower is leaking, there's a valve that you can use to stop that. So for us is to say, let's give these platforms some of the ideas that would take time before they materialize, but at least we would plant the seed to say, at least start thinking green, start thinking ideas and solutions within the green economy.
How are the young people that are attending this Indaba, are they selected, or is this just open to anyone who's
They're selected. So we've got an application process where we invite young people to apply online. Interesting enough, we've had over 1,500 applications.
Okay, so good
and this year, it's good one. And unfortunately, we can't take all of them. And I mean, this year we've got young people coming from Zimbabwe, Namibia. They've been applying, and we can't take all of them. So next year we're going to grow the Indaba to even bigger, because I always tell people that there is interest from young people within the green economy to say they want to get involved, but they just want to know how do they get involved. So therefore, such a platform like the Green Youth Indaba gives them that opportunity to say, how do you then participate within this green economy?
If you're a young person who cannot attend, and it sounds like you've got a background, you were interested in the green economy, you want a job, you want to help the environment, where do you even start thinking of ideas, engaging with people?
I think the first point of reference for me is information. Educate yourself about the green economy. I think one of the things that we must realize as well in this country is that there's certain skills that we need, and our young people therefore need to align themselves towards those skills that are needed by the market. So even with that, it's about information to say there is something that's called the green economy. How does then me as a young person in grade 10 or in grade 9, how do I then start informing myself and educating myself about the opportunities that come there? So for us, it's to say, let's talk to high school learners firstly, so that they decide correctly in terms of their education. Secondly, we talk to university students that are already studying engineering. They're studying things towards the green economy, but we're saying to them that while you're studying, come up with innovative solutions that can help government, that can help our communities in recycling. By the way, I always share my story as well, that I've started a recycling company and it failed dismally. And it was only because I didn't find a mentor. I didn't have the expertise to advise me and guide me. So for us, even this year, we're introducing something called speed mentorship. What we're trying to do is to trigger some thinking for young people to say, whether you're in business, whether you think you know everything about your business, the truth of the matter is that you need a mentor. You need someone to guide you. You need someone that can show you the way, because without that, then you will definitely meet some failure.
Well, I hope it's a great success. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Sanele Zulu, the third annual Green Youth Indaba for this year will be held on the 29th and the 30th of June at the Innovation Hub in Pretoria.